Hey y'all, I'm Tammy and this is Collard Valley Cooks, and today we're making my chicken paprika. I haven't made this since 2018 and I have no idea why, because it was one of Chris's favorites. We're going to get started. All right, you're going to want chicken strips. We got this chicken off of a bone-in chicken because it was on sale when you buy them bone-in, skin on. We just cut them out of there. And you're going to want them all about the same size because you're going to sear them in the skillet together. And I don't even really know that I need all of this chicken. Now you can make them bigger for your crowd if you want to. See how thick that is? I don't like how thick it is. You can make them bigger for your crowd if you want to. Those should all cook about the same. And I think I'm going to save this one for something else, y'all. So this is the chicken we're going to use. Let me go wash my hands and wash my knife. Okay, we are making my paprika chicken. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to serve it over egg noodles today. So we've got some water heated up for our egg noodles. You're going to chop up a red pepper, an onion, dice up a couple of cloves of garlic. Then you're going to have chicken in about the same size pieces that you're going to saute in some oil. So you'll have some oil. This is a ½ cup of chicken broth, and instead of opening any, I just made it out of bouillon. You're going to have 2 tablespoons of paprika, a tablespoon of flour, and a cup of sour cream. So we're going to sear our chicken breasts. You're just going to salt them lightly, pepper them lightly. So you're just going to take your chicken breasts and let them sear. You're going to salt them lightly and pepper them and let them sear while you chop your vegetables. Make sure you've got pasta boiling in the background. So you're going to chop an onion. Now it gets all of these. This chicken's going to have plenty of flavor from the onion and the pepper and the garlic. It's going to be really, really good. And I usually go across the sides where my little side pieces were because they're not as chopped on the sides. And there's our onion. All right, so now we're going to chop up our pepper. And then we're going to chop up our garlic a little bit. And then we'll be right back. And if you don't want to fool with chopping up your garlic like this, you can always use a garlic press. Okay, these are ready to flip. They are popping good. Chicken's got some water on it, I guess. I need a splatter screen over my chicken and I can't find my splatter screen. But anyway, we're going to mix up the creamy part. All right, I'm going to put everything together. We're going to bring it to a low simmer, get it hot slowly so that the milk, or the sour cream rather, won't separate and it'll look creamy. All right, so you're going to use a cup of sour cream. You're going to add that broth, which is a ½ cup. 2 tablespoons of paprika and a tablespoon of flour. And you're going to mix all that really good together. And that's going to make our creamy gravy. So really beat it good because you want it to be creamy and not separate. You want that cream in there mixed in really good and not look like it's little pieces. All right, we're going to take our chicken out and add our veggies. It's pretty and golden. And if you're like me, you want your chicken to be good and done, so you can cut it in smaller pieces. We're going to saute our vegetables a little, and I don't like to put the garlic in there until the end, or it'll burn and have a bitter taste. So we're mainly just going to add our onion. And our pepper. I've got a little bit of garlic that's slid over there. It's okay if you put some of it in there, but just don't put the majority of it in there. And go ahead and turn your heat down to low and cook this at a low temperature until they get nice and soft. They smell so good. Now this is what's really going to make this taste super delicious. All of this is going to add a lot of flavor to your chicken. And once we get these really soft, we'll add the garlic and our gravy mix. But you just want to make sure it's down on a low temperature when you put that gravy mix in there. And of course, when I say gravy mix, I mean homemade, not out of a box. The one we just made over here. I'm going to go ahead and drop my egg noodles. I'm not going to make the whole bag because it's just me and Chris. And you'll just make your egg noodles per the package directions. This one says, oh, 9 to 11 minutes. So we got plenty of time. I'm going to turn it up so that it gets to boiling good. So now I've got them turned all the way down on low, the lowest it'll go, and we're going to let them just sit here and simmer while our noodles cook. All right, I added the garlic. Now it's at a very low temperature. We're going to add our cream. Do a really good job whisking. And then you're going to pour it in there. Mix it up. Looks good. And then once you get this good and mixed up, you're going to add your chicken, put a lid on it, and it'll be ready to serve over your pasta. Just make sure you have this down on the lowest temperature when you add it. So that's all it needs. It's going to thicken just a little bit. I really had a little bit too much oil in there with my chicken. So when you make your chicken, you don't have to add quite as much oil as I did. And that way, there'll only be a little bit left in the skillet when you put your vegetables in. I had to pour a little bit of mine out because I had so much. And it's best to use olive oil if you've got it, since you're going to be eating it, you know, in the dish or with the dish. And this is all the juice off the chicken. I'm going to pour it in there. I'm just going to use the same lid that was on my pasta so I don't have to wash another one. And we've got the timer on for the pasta. So we'll get this out in just a minute. Okie dokie. We get to pour up the noodles. I'm going to turn them off. Be careful when you're using hot water like this. Make sure you don't spill it. Get it on your kids or your pets or anything crazy. All right, we have our noodles. Let me get me a pasta server and toss them a little bit, and we're going to make us a plate. They are smoking hot. And here's our delicious meal. Looks delish. Me and Chris are ready to eat. I didn't make a side to go with it because it's our lunch today. I've tried to clean a little bit as I go. If you don't, you just have a mess after you eat to clean up. So put your noodles on the plate. These are nice, big, wide egg noodles. Just put it down so it don't move around on y'all. How's that? All right, let's put some sauce over it. And there you have it. My paprika chicken. It's been forever since I made this. And I look back, me and Chris made this in 2018. And I haven't made it for y'all since. So it's going to be really good. We're going to dig in. Just a piece of chicken. You're going to want to make sure and get your sauce and your noodles with your chicken when you take a bite. It's still good and hot too. That is super delicious. Lots of flavor. It needs a dab of salt. So we're going to salt it a little. Boy, is it good. That is really good. I hope you give it a try. It doesn't take long to make this dish. It really doesn't. If you have everything laid out and ready, make sure you got your pasta water started and all that stuff. And boy, you're going to have a good dinner quick. Delicious.
Yeah, we hadn't had this in forever. And paprika is like my favorite seasoning, my favorite spice for some reason. Why have we not made this?
I have no idea.
Now I'm mad at you.
Probably just because we forgot. It was one of our favorites.
I must have been crazy not to bring this up. That's good.
I know it's delicious, ain't it? Y'all have a wonderful day, and we thank you for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. We love you. We'll see you next time.